Thank you for visiting our YouTube channel. It's time for the FIBA Asia Cup semi-final round today, tropa. At nandito ako ulit para ibigay ang latest FIBA Asia Cup updates on games result, FIBA Asia Cup games scheduled today, and the updated FIBA Asia Cup standings bracket as of today, August 16th, 2025. Ibibigay ko din, tropa, ang top 5 best performing Gilas Pilipinas player sa ating nagtapos na kampanya dito sa FIBA Asia Cup.
Here are the 2025 FIBA Asia Cup semi-final round games schedule for today, August 16th, 2025. It's FIBA Asia Cup game day today, as the New Zealand Tall Blacks national team will be playing against the China men's national basketball team today in their knockout semi-final match, where the winner will advance into the FIBA Asia Cup championship round, while the losing team will be relegated into a battle for third place. The New Zealand Tall Blacks and the China national basketball team have played against each other 6 times in the past, where New Zealand have won 4 of those 6 games. But their most recent game was won by China in 2023, in a friendly match where China won by just 1 point. The New Zealand versus China live semifinal game today will start at 7 p.m. And in the second and final game scheduled for today, the reigning and defending FIBA Asia Cup champions, the Australia men's basketball national team, will be playing versus the young and talented Islamic Republic of Iran national basketball team in their own knockout semifinal series. Australia and Iran have played each other 6 times in the past, where all 6 games were won by the Australia Boomers. The Australia versus Iran live semifinal match today will start at exactly 12 midnight.
Bago ang FIBA Asia Cup semi-final round games, ito at ipapakita ko na kung sino ba ang 5 nating Gilas Pilipinas Philippine team players ang nagpakita ng pinakamagandang performance sa FIBA Asia Cup.
Here are your top 5 best performing Gilas Pilipinas players in the 2025 FIBA Asia Cup. At number 5 is the PBA one-time MVP from the Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings, Scotty Thompson. Gilas Pilipinas top point guard Scotty Thompson averaged an all-around game of 5.4 points, 6 rebounds, and 4.4 assists in 5 games, while playing 24.6 minutes per game in the 2025 FIBA Asia Cup. He has an overall efficiency rate of 12.2. The downside for Scotty Thompson is he only shot 16% from the three-point area in this competition, where outside shooting, especially for a guard, is very important. At number 4 is Papa Dwight Ramos, who is currently playing in Japan B-League. Probably Gilas' most consistent local player, Dwight Ramos played well in the Asia Cup, averaging 16.8 points, which is the second best in the team, along with 6 rebounds and 2.8 assists in 5 games, while played the most minutes for Gilas, with 35.2 minutes per game. Dwight Ramos has an overall efficiency rate of 15.4, just like most of our player. Dwight Ramos also struggled shooting in the three-point area, only averaging at 20.6%. At number 3 is our anchor in the middle, AJ Edu. Without Kai Soto and with Junmar Fajardo struggled mightily, AJ Edu really stepped up manning the paint for Gilas Pilipinas, especially on the defensive end. AJ Edu averaged 8.4 points per game, along with 9 rebounds, 1.6 assists, and 1.6 block shots in 5 games, while playing 28.4 minutes per game. AJ Edu has an efficiency of 12.8. At number 2 is the 37-year-old resident import of the Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings, Justin Brownlee. The magic of Brownlee is no doubt still there for the Philippines, especially with that unforgettable 3-point shot versus Saudi Arabia. Justin Brownlee averaged 20.6 points, 5.2 rebounds, and 3.8 assists in 5 games in the FIBA Asia Cup, while averaging a total of 33.8 minutes per game. Although we can also see a sign of aging and decline in his performance, especially in games versus Iraq and Australia, with wear and tear, age and father time are slowly becoming an enemy for the greatest import in PBA history. And at number 1, and the best performing Gilas player in the FIBA Asia Cup, is the 24-year-old Kevin Kiambao, who is currently playing in KBL in South Korea. Kevin Kiambao really did have a coming out party in this Asia Cup, proving to everyone, especially with the Gilas coaches, that he is prime and ready for the big basketball stage. Kevin Kiambao, who is consistently fighting for minutes, visibly gained the trust of Coach Tim Cohn in the middle of the tournament as he turned from a bench warmer to logging in 30-plus minutes per game in the second half of the tournament. Kevin Kiambao averaged 12 points, 2.2 rebounds, and 1.6 assists per game in 5 games, while playing a total of 19.4 minutes per game. Kevin Kiambao was the best three-point shooter for Gilas Pilipinas, averaging over 46% from three-point range, and has an efficiency rate of 12.2. Meanwhile, I have rated Calvin Aftana and Junmar Fajardo as the players that performed worsts for our Gilas Pilipinas in this tournament. Calvin Aftana mightily struggled with his shooting in this tournament and also failed to defend well when he's on the court, while Junmar Fajardo was undoubtedly the Gilas Pilipinas' weakest defender, who has been consistently attacked by our opponents with pick and roll and pick and pop from the top. Pero let me remind all the Filipino fans, nagaling sa PBA Finals si Calvin Aftana and Junmar Fajardo, at both of them played hurt with injuries during the PBA Finals, so hindi talaga sila completely 100% for this tournament. But then, if you played, no excuses pa rin dapat, and they definitely did not play well in the 2025 FIBA Asia Cup. Ikaw, tropa? Sino ba para sa'yo ang top 5 best performing Gilas Pilipinas player in the 2025 FIBA Asia Cup?
Patapos na tropa ang ongoing FIBA Asia Cup na nagaganap sa Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. From 16 countries, 4 na lang ang matatag na natitira. Now, come and join me as we take a quick and closer look at the updated FIBA Asia Cup Team Standings Playoffs bracket as of today, August 16, 2025.
Here is the updated 2025 FIBA Asia Cup Standings Playoffs bracket as of today, August 16, 2025. 4 strong countries left fighting for the 2025 FIBA Asia Cup title, as the Group A top seed and the reigning and defending champions. Australia Boomers are in the semi-final round after defeating our Gilas Pilipinas men's national basketball team in the FIBA Asia quarterfinal round. The opponent of the Australia Boomers in the semifinals is the Iran national basketball team, who advanced into the semifinal round after an epic come-from-behind victory over the Chinese Taipei national team in the quarterfinals. The Australia versus Iran knockout semifinal match will be played today. And on the other bracket, the Group C top seed and the FIBA Asia winningest country in history with 16 championships, the China men's national basketball team are also in the semifinal round after disposing arch-rival South Korea in the FIBA Asia quarterfinals. The opponent of the Chinese national basketball team is the very strong New Zealand Tall Blacks national basketball team, who are also in the semifinal round after an epic comeback victory over Lebanon national basketball team in the quarterfinal round. The China versus New Zealand do-or-die semifinal game will also be played today. Sino sa tingin mo maghaharap sa FIBA Asia Cup Championship round, tropa? Meron ba makakapigil sa Australia Boomers na makuha ang ikatlong sunod nila na championship? Tingin ko, tropa, wala. Masyado malakas Australia Boomers this tournament, tropa, and I don't see them losing a game anytime soon.
That's it for today's quick FIBA Asia Cup and Gilas Pilipinas updates. Sama-sama tayo manood mamaya, tropa, ng FIBA Asia Cup knockout semifinal games between New Zealand versus China and defending champions Australia versus the Islamic Republic of Iran. Palambing naman ako sa'yo, tropa, palike naman ng video na to and subscribe ka naman sa amin YouTube channel, iForbes Sports Updates. Malaking tulong yan, tropa, sa patuloy na pag-grow ng channel natin. This is your iForbes Sports reporter, Sophia, saying, let's play some balls. Peace out.